Okay, this is the Process Improvement Project by Robert Garcia. Here's a brief overview of the collision repair industry. In the collision repair industry, it's very important to service your customers quickly. Insurance companies don't like paying for rentals, and customers don't like driving them either. Customers want their car back with great quality, and they want it back fast. And the insurance companies decide where the customers take their cars, so it is important to keep both parties happy. So here's our flow chart from our company. The vehicle is checked in and a supplement is written. The supplement tells us exactly what is wrong with the car and what needs to be done with it. Then the car is torn down and the repairs are completed by the repair technician. So he tears in the car, repairs the car, then the car is sent to paint so it can get painted, and then from there the vehicle is sent back to the repair technician, and that's where it goes for reassembly. And then right after that, the vehicle is sent to alignment center if it needs to, or after that it's straight to the detail department so they can clean the car up and get it sent off to the customer. So there's our flow chart of what our workflow is going to look like. So here's our problem. After completing a flow chart of the workflow of the collision center, my team and I noticed that there was an inefficiency. 1 out of every 3 repairs needed an alignment. Therefore, more than half of the repairs were leaving the alignment center empty, meaning that the technician wasn't doing anything. We were paying him to pretty much sit there, as well as the monthly payments for the alignment rack. That also is very expensive, and we noticed that, and so there's our problem. So we look at our stakeholders. We have our owner, our manager, our insurance companies, our customers, our management team, automotive techs, and suppliers. So our stakeholders, it is important that we identify these people so we know who will actually be affected by this decision and who is affected by our problem. Using the stakeholder analysis, each stakeholder has been prioritized on this chart. As is obvious, you can see power and interest. Owner has the most power, and the manager has the most power with the most interest in what is going to be going on in this operation. So this is stakeholders continuum. Insurance companies are valued highly because they determine if the customer is going to bring their car in or not. Because the customers are valued highly also because they're the ones giving the review about our service. The owner, the manager, and the management team are prioritized in this order. Even though they have high interest, but they have very different power levels, we consider all of them because they deal with the highly powered customers and insurance companies. So we got to make sure that the owner, the manager, and the management team are all on the same page so they can service the insurance companies and the customers. Suppliers and automotive technicians have low interest and power. It is important that we keep these people informed so they know what's going on around them, and so they can continue on with their work and know about our supply chain. Our solution. So our solution is to outsource. So we have this alignment rack that isn't being used. We have a technician that's only being used 33% of the time. Our solution is to outsource. So we send these vehicles to an alignment shop where they are needed, whenever they are needed for one. Also, we want to terminate the technician and sell the rack. The rack is sitting there and it's depreciating. We can get rid of it, save a lot of money. This will save money for the company while we always keep the quality of our service superb. We will go to an alignment shop that is going to give us really good quality. Next, here's our timeline of when we can do this. So we find and develop a relationship with an alignment shop that will take up to 5 days, and that's why that takes so long is because developing a relationship with someone that's going to give us great service and be good and be a reliable outsource for us is going to take time, and the 5 days that we can do that are going to be really beneficial for our company. Then we're going to inform our insurance companies about our new outsource. We have to let them know because the insurance companies are the ones that are sending their car to us, and so we have to make them aware of what our supply chain looks like and any changes that are made to it. Next, we're gonna complete the termination paperwork and terminate the alignment technician. Getting rid of that spot was going to open up a lot of money for our company, and we're going to inform the entire shop about our outsource and set the new communication expectations. That's going to be in a 1-hour meeting. We're going to let everybody know about our supply chain, what's going to change, and what is, they're going to let everybody know about our outsource, the company that we're using, why we're using them, and why this problem came along. And then lastly, we're going to sell the alignment rack. The reason why that's at the end is because that can be done at any time. It's going to take up to 15 days to sell the rack. It's going to save a lot of depreciation in the equipment that we have, and also we're going to be able to cut down a payment on our monthly payments for the shop. So how we're going to get this across to people? Like I said, our entire shop will have a meeting about the supply chain implementation. We're going to show them our flow chart, and everyone is going to understand the effectiveness of outsourcing. So that's what the flow chart is going to examine. The one I just showed you on the slide, that's going to explain exactly what our problem is, why it needs to be fixed. So having the alignment rack open only being used 33% of the time is a big problem for us. So our main strategy used in this meeting is effective communication and expectation setting, because they are the root to the success of having an outsource. We have to communicate well, and we have to set expectations for this outsource to be an effective part of our supply chain. If we don't communicate well, it can lead to a lot of time inefficiencies, and we don't want that because customers want their car fast. Bad communication and lack of expectation consideration will cause this plan to fail. Insurance companies and previous customers will receive an email about our new implementation to our supply chain. This email will explain the quality improvement benefits that our outsource will provide to them. Also, the email will show them visually through a flowchart the benefits that the outsource will have on the shop. So these insurance companies will understand why we're doing this. We'll give them a brief overview on our supply chain and what this does for us as a company, and how their benefits of our service are going to stay the same. And that's going to be very important to them. So we're going to make sure we do that. And to the previous customers, because if they ever want to bring their car back, we want them to know that our supply chain and our service is still superb. The formal communication channels will be demonstrated through the meeting and email from our manager. There will be no informal communication forced. Informal communication will only occur through the word of mouth. So say if customers talk to their friends and everything, that's the only kind of word of mouth informal communication about this new implementation that will be going on. Most of it, the formal communication that we're going to take in our part, are we're going to talk to the shop and make sure the insurance companies and customers know about what we're doing. Both communications plans will show and explain the importance of our supply chain through the flowchart analysis. This will allow every stakeholder to understand that this change will save the shop money, and while not affecting the quality of our repairs. That's the main goal right here for us, is to save the shop money and to keep our quality the same, if not better, if our outsource can do better than what we were doing before. That's going to really benefit our company and allow us to be more efficient. Thank you.